the job you've done with the group now, including the work that you guys still have to do going forward?
We're moving in the right direction for sure. The way we started 4-9 and all of the stuff that was going on, just hanging in there. But now it seems like we're pulling together on the defensive end especially, and creating good offense off defense and moving the ball and kind of doing the things that I kind of envisioned us doing as a group. But it takes time for that to happen. And, we're starting to really come together. It seems like every game there's something new. Like tonight was the ball movement. The last couple of games was the defense and the defensive rotations and playing through adversity against great players. So, we're moving in the right direction, and a quarter of the way through to be 500 based on where we started with a 4-9 record, have five wins in a row means we're, doing things the right way.
Adam Spolin.
Stephen, along those lines, it's obviously 2 weeks of what is a very long season, but how rewarding has this been for you to see this group basically get put together on the fly and seemingly buy into what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm very appreciative of that because that doesn't have to be the case. There's a lot that goes into that. And most of all, it's the character of the guys in the locker room. If we didn't have great guys in the locker room, they wouldn't buy in and we wouldn't be moving in the direction that we're moving. But with high character guys, play hard guys, and guys who are selfless, then a coach has the ability to coach and help and put guys in the right spots. So it really is a testament to the group and the character of the group.
Zach Allen.
Hey, Coach. Earlier we talked about Steven Adams rebounding yesterday, but so how do you like the job that you've done today? He only had 2 rebounds today, Coach.
Wow. Yeah, I love it. We talked about it before the game, and I wish I had mentioned that to the team just now because that was one of the things that we really, really honed in this morning, this morning at shoot around and then on the board pregame. That was like one of the main things to not allow him to hurt us on the boards and have a team effort on the boards and not just leave it up to our 5 men to go rebound the basketball. And we did a good job. Jay Sean had 9 rebounds and Vic had 6 and Daniel had 4. So it was a team effort to keep him off the boards. And that's a good feeling to know that when you focus on something, concentrate on something, have guys who are willing to sacrifice, they will do it. And for him to only have 2 rebounds after having, 21 last night means that we did a good job.
Jonathan Fagan.
In this run, you've had 2 or 3 guys getting 20, but it's not a team that's about somebody getting 35 and 40. Does that almost help the spirit in that you're going to have 4 or 5 guys in double figures and contributing in a variety of ways? Because you need to, but that's just sort of how this team is built.
Yeah, it is how the team is built, and we have good spirit as a group right now. And the ball is moving. For us to have 32 assists in this game means that guys are passing up good shots to get great shots, and we didn't make all of them, but the selflessness of the group is shining through. And it's a result of the roster that we have and the style of play that we have where there's actions and we're trying to put pressure on the defense. And when we do that, whether it's with a drive or a roll, the first pass is there and the second pass might even be there. And that's kind of the goal. So not really concentrating on who's doing the scoring, but that we are scoring in the right way has been the focus.
Brian Bearfield.
Coach, this is the second game in a row that you all have come into the second quarter and doubled the opponent up on the points. Is it something that you all are doing coming out of the first quarter to adjust that helps you all the rest of the game?
I wish we were starting the games better, really. I mean, I wish we were. The last couple of games have been deficits going in. So the grittiness of our group and the dealing with adversity, we play better in the second quarter. I wish that weren't the case. I wish we'd start the games better, but it is what it is. At least we're fighting back. And that's one of the things about this group that I really love is their competitiveness. And that was one of the things that I noticed right from the start when we were having training camp, when we were playing like a lot of one-on-one, and a lot of the drills that we were doing were competitive drills, and you could see that we had a competitive group. So I attribute that to getting down and then being competitive and fighting your way back. So hopefully at some point we won't have to get down so much early in the games, but if we're going to fight back, I'll take it.
Kelly Eco.
Hey, Coach, there was a simple play. I think it was the second quarter where it's a wall with pick and roll and bounce past to Victor. Is that sort of the kind of thing you want to envision with the wow factor, I guess, in film and practice and everything?
The wow factor, yeah. We're trying to have multiple ways for those guys to play together, for our guys who put the most pressure on the defense to play together. So setting up situations where we know they're going to switch and we're going to low side screen and roll and have the defense have a decision to make. That's one of our main things. And whether it's having them hit and get it back or playing pick and roll, we do the same thing with Christian and making sure that we can put as much pressure on the defense every possession as possible. And part of that is, John and Vic working together in tandem.
Mark Berman. Mark.
Oh, hey, Stephen, they were 29% from three, 12 of 41. How much was that what you guys were doing versus them just missing?
Probably a little bit of both. Last night they made a ton of threes and opened up the game with their three-point shooting. That was one of our main focuses today, is not allowing them to have really good looks at the threes where they would have another night like they had last night. We are being a little bit more aggressive on pick and rolls, so we're rotating a little bit and allowing some threes, but our protection behind the pick and roll coverage has been good to where we're sprinting the closeouts and contesting shots. And that's one of our main tenets as a group: contest shots and rebound the ball. We did both tonight.
Adam Spolin.
Stephen, you before the game, you talked about wanting to use Christian out of the corner a little bit, and you did that to start the third quarter, and he got a couple of open looks by doing that. What are kind of the trade-offs in putting him out there? And do you feel like you're just scratching the surface with what you can do with him?
Yeah, I mean, he's versatile. He can do a lot, and we have to make sure that we're putting him in positions where he can be successful. And the game has changed so much. It used to be where there would be dunker opportunities and post-up opportunities and elbow catch opportunities. And right now for him, it's pick and rolls and then spotting up and playing against closeouts and using the space on the floor to gain an advantage. And, tonight we did do a few things where he was in the corner, mostly after timeout, because it's harder in the flow to kind of get him down there as a rebounder or the person to take the ball out or whatever. We try to get our wings running wide and running hard to the corners. So after timeouts, it's a little bit easier to get him down there. And it's a hard decision for his defender to make as we are driving into the paint or moving the ball. So we'll see more of that for sure.
We'll take two more. Andrew Chang.
Hey, Coach, this isn't a basketball question. You've been in Houston for a little bit of time now. The city has a pretty big Chinese and Vietnamese population. Have you had a chance to try any of the local Chinese or Vietnamese foods since you've been in Houston?
No, I haven't. I haven't really had a chance to do much but go to the arena, and then I was staying at the Post Oak Hotel for 3 months. So I finally am out of the Post Oak. So now that we have a house and everything, hopefully I'll be able to take advantage of the cuisine. But with COVID and the NBA rules, it's really hard to get out and enjoy Houston the way that I want to. But at some point, I will, and I'm looking forward to it.
And last question, Brian Bearfield.
Coach, do you have an update on David Nwaba, or is it too early?
Yeah, it's too early. I'm not sure. I didn't even really see the play. So hopefully he'll be okay, because what he does on the floor is really just amazing. Like, his drives are so forceful and intentional, and his defense, I mean, he is really, really a quality individual defender. Like, I could put him on someone and he is going to try and hawk the ball and be quick and beat people to the spot, be physical and be strong. So, yeah, I hope it's not bad, because we need him.
Thank you, Coach.